Evening, my fellow South Africans and all my viewers from overseas and wherever else you are, if you're on the moon, wherever you are, I don't know, but I just want to say I love all you subscribers. That really has been a big help for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Tonight I'd like to bring up an interesting subject. I don't know if you heard about Ramaphosa's rescue plan for the employment in South Africa. Anyway, the whole plan wasn't his, not the part, the beginning part. It was only the actual rescuing of the plan was his idea. Anyway, so what happens is this. One of the countries from overseas decides to send us a shipload of employment. You know, we've got no unemployment is rough in South Africa at the moment. So they were kind enough to send us, I don't know if it was from Europe, England, Australia, wherever. But in any case, this ship is now steaming, so it's on its way now steaming to South Africa, and it starts to sink off our wild coast, you know, where we have all the ships that sink all the time. Anyway, they send out a Mayday. Ramaphosa gets the message, oh no, the employment ship is sinking. He says, oh my God, what are we going to do? Decides, okay, gets his ministers together, they have an emergency meeting. They come up with a solution. They say, okay, what we're going to have to do first steps first. We need to make sure we've got enough life rafts. We've got a ship to go out to go and rescue these people, to go rescue the employment, and we're going to need some life jackets. So what do? Get the Minister of Finance there, get everything, get all the money together, give it to the designated ministers and say, right, go forward and get some tenders out. Let's get some of this life-saving equipment that we're going to need so urgently. Let's get a ship hired, etc., so we can get there. Anyway, so they get all this in order. They say, okay, now we need some rescuers. Who are we going to use? I know we will use the members of parliament, but unbeknown to Mr. Ramaphosa is that nobody, you must remember this now, there's not one person in parliament that is capable of swimming. Now, this will come into it a bit later what I'm talking about. So anyway, they're all of a sudden, they're all going to jump in now, they're going to go now. So they all get on the ship here in Durban and off they chug to the wild coast to go and rescue the employment. They arrive on the scene there's the ship, it's half sticking out the water. All the employment is floating in the water there. They say, Ramaphosa gives the order, right, lower the life rafts, and the life jackets, everything down. Let's get the employment out of the water. Lo and behold, there are no life rafts, no life rafts, and no life jackets. Why? Where's that money gone? Corruption. You know the corruption? The tenders, the fraudulent corruption and all that? They said, no. There's something very wrong here. Anyway, at the same time, the American Navy is doing an exercise, and they're just not too far away from this incident that's taking place. So Donald Trump hears about it. He gives Ramaphosa a call and asks him, would you like me to send my Navy there to come and assist you people to rescue your employment? Of course, Ramaphosa has a tantrum and says, no, leave us. This is our country. We don't want your help. We want nothing to do with you because we don't need you here. We don't want you. You must just stay out of our business and leave us alone. So anyway, Donald says, okay, that's fine. If that's the way you want it, so be it. But I'm just offering you some advice and some help here. That's all. Don't want to fight with you, but seeing that you say hot under the collar about it, so we'll just leave it there. Okay. So anyway, so what happens is now they arrive there, as I said, and Ramaphosa gives the instructions to his cabinet ministers on the ship there, lower the life rafts, throw out the life jackets and all the rest
and
of
the
it.
anchors.
No, not just the anchors, just to start rescuing the employment.
Yeah.
Because the employment's now floating in the sea
now.
Yeah. The ship already has gone down to the bottom.
Mm.
There's just the employment floating there now.
There was no time for the anchors.
But now they realize now how the hell are we going to get these things? Because now we've got none of the equipment that we needed because of corruption that all went missing. You know how it goes in South Africa. So they haven't got no rescue equipment now. Anyway, so they think, okay, we've got a plan B. Says, okay, now remember what I told you in the beginning. Remember, there's not one person in the entire parliament that's capable of swimming. Like they're not capable of doing their jobs, they're incapable of swimming. Exactly the same thing. So Ramaphosa gives the instructions. All people go overboard and start rescuing the employment. Anyway, so they all jump in. But just before they jump in, they say, "But how are we going to get it up?" And he says, "No, just go onto the water, stand there, and just push the employment back up onto our ship, or the rescue ship. Just push it up. You know, we all know you can't stand in water, but remember, these people that can't swim, they don't understand this story. So of course they all jump in. Guess what? There goes all our cabinet ministers. Now they all gone to the bottom of the sea, and slowly, our employment carries on sinking. Moral of the story: this is Cyril Ramaphosa's great last plan of action of how to rescue the employment in South Africa. Can you Adam and Eve it? Can you believe this, Lisa? Can you just imagine? Can you just picture it? The circus created by our esteemed
the way you did,
Prime Minister.
well, the way you did put it out there, yes, I can't believe it.
Can you imagine them? Because they can't do anything. They can't even rescue employment in our country.
Yeah, the way you said it like that,
It's
yes,
terrible,
I can't believe it.
I'd all like to your opinion on that. Can you just imagine that how they would try to rescue our employment in this country? That's the Cyril Ramaphosa rescue plan for that. Another thing I'd like to speak to you, but I'll speak to you tomorrow about is this BEE. It's very important. I don't want to keep. You don't want to drag out your podcast too long, Pumpkin.
No problem. No, you can do it
tomorrow,
on
I
next
promise
time.
you, tune in
It's
tomorrow
fine.
evening. I want to be talking. I've got a very good one on BEE for you guys.
Yeah.
A brilliant one. You're gonna love it. I promise you.
So we'll listen to the next story.
Yeah, tomorrow night, definitely. Tomorrow afternoon.
It's a follow on.
Yes,
It's a follow up.
A follow up on
Follow up.
a rescue mission.
Yeah.
Cyril Ramaphosa's last great rescue mission.
That should sound good.
Rescuing our employment. Please
Okay.
subscribe, like, and share. I really appreciate it. So, and once again, thank you.
Yes,
so much.
and
Go
thank
for repeat,
you.
Pumpkin.
Thank you to all our subscribers, and thank you very much for watching The Solution and watching our podcast. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend further. Take care. Lots of love. God bless. Good night.
Night.